Training camp is officially here, and today we got some clips of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'm very fired up to really get into this. We get a lot of clips of guys like Broderick Jones, Dan Moore Jr., guys like Seumalo, Okafor, and James Daniels, and Mason Cole, and just some interesting clips from camp, and I'm really excited to kind of break some of these down. To me, I think the Steelers have a very underrated offensive line, and I don't think it's being talked about enough. Right, I think they're going to do a much better job this season than they have over the past 2 to 3 seasons. They've obviously started to invest in that unit, and I think it's going to pay off. With that being stated, let's jump right into this film breakdown. I'm very excited to kind of break some of these guys down. We're going to start with the left tackle first, and Dan Moore Jr. Keep in mind, he's taking first-string reps. Both him and Broderick Jones are kind of going back and forth at the moment. You see him do a really nice job against his defensive end on this play right here. On this play, you're going to see that the left guard and Isaac Seumalo is going to pull from the left guard position to the right guard. You get a play action here with the quarterback and running back. Running back is going to chip on the outside shoulder, but still, the left tackle does a really nice job. And there's a part of this play that I think you may miss if it isn't necessarily pointed out. If you guys watch the left tackle here, he's actually initially going to be a little high, right? You can see he's definitely high. And the defensive end actually has his hands to the inside. So if you guys watch this again, the defensive end here is going to get the left hand to the inside of that left tackle. And the left tackle is going to do what is referred to as a snatch move with his right hand. So he's basically going to right there snatch that arm back down. And that allows him to kind of readjust his body. And it's hard to kind of see, and I apologize, I know it is kind of blurry. But if you guys watch the right hand, within this rep right here, you'll see the left tackle basically snatch right there. So that's a nice job to readjust himself by the left tackle. You're in a losing position. You're getting pushed back a little bit. The way to move is to readjust your hands. You can use a snatch move. You can bring the elbow back around and kind of readjust yourself that way. But basically, you want to refit those arms back to the inside. And that's what the left tackle does here. Just a really, really, really nice job. Now, I would be biased if I said that they weren't losing reps as well from this left tackle. Here's an example of that. He's going to end up getting beat to the inside. And I think that's one of the interesting battles this season between him and Broderick Jones. Because Jones is still a rookie. He's still going to have a lot of ups and downs throughout this season. And Dan Moore has been in the league for a couple years now, right? So he has more experience. But you see he's going to lose on this rep. Now, I believe this is Alex Highsmith, but it is kind of hard to see because it is blurry. But the defensive end does a really nice job. You're going to see he's going to basically set this up with a speed move initially, and then he's going to spin it back to the inside. And as you watch this play, he's in a really good spot. And I think the fact that the tackle has this right arm kind of hooked here could be potentially called a hold. And I do think that if the quarterback held on to the ball just a second longer, this could be a sack or a quarterback hit. Again, not a big deal, right? This is what training camp is for. It's really to kind of get comfortable, get back in football shape, and really just get ready for the upcoming season. Now, I do want to show you guys a couple of plays with Broderick Jones. He's obviously not the starter right now. He does have some losing reps, right? And I've seen a lot of his different tapes from camp, or a lot of these different clips. He has losing reps, but he has winning reps. We'll get into a winning one here in a second. But on this one here, he's going to lose to number 54, Marcus Golden. And Golden does technically get to the quarterback, in my opinion, right? I would argue that is either a quarterback hit, a sack, or whatever. And the thing with Jones is, from college, you know that this guy has good technique. He has good footwork. He gets vertical and is very consistent, and he's strong as hell, right? So I don't think strength will be an issue for a guy like Broderick Jones. I just think that right now, his biggest thing is going to be just kind of getting used to the game speed, understanding what guys are going to try to do to you. And in this instance, Golden's going to attack the inside shoulder, and he's going to just power through this guy, right? He's going to make good contact. He gets lower than Jones, and that's not always enough to win, right? But in this instance, it is, right? Because he is able to kind of throw Jones to the side, and he is able to get there. Now, another thing within this rep is I think Broderick Jones may have gotten a little too vertical on the rep, right? I think before the defensive end even makes contact, he may have given up just a little bit too much depth. And I think ultimately this is something that as he kind of gets familiar with the offense, with the quarterback, the play calls, and those type of things, I think this is something that will naturally kind of get coached out of him, right? Again, losing rep here, not a big deal. There are still some other really, really, really nice reps, which we'll look at in just a second. You got the left guard in Kevin Dotson, one of my favorite players that the Steelers have, and that's for personal reasons. He's a guy that I've spoken to for a number of years now while he was still in college, kind of coming out. He hasn't fully, shown that he's that long-term starter at the left guard position. And at this point, we don't even know if he'll get a shot at either guard positions with the signing of Isaac Seumalo. But still, he does an okay job in this rep. And I do think development is a real thing for offensive linemen. And I do think that a guy like Dotson will continue to develop, and you never know, right, what he can develop into, come year 5 or year 7 or whatever it may be, right? So a pretty nice job by him, pretty nice job by the offensive line. Generally speaking, all of these guys over here basically keep it clean, and you'll see like a delayed blitz here who eventually gets to the quarterback, right? So still a nice job by the offensive line. Everyone picked up their guys. Number 67, the right tackle, does a really nice job as well, right? Clark kind of just takes number 51 upfield. It's a pretty nice rep right there. Of course, we did mention Broderick Jones. Let's lose this rep. But there is this next rep that I want to show you guys here where he's actually going to do a really nice job. Now, on this rep here, what you're going to see is that the defensive end is going to try to cross chop, and Jones is going to shut it down. He gets the win on Marcus Golden on this rep. Let's go ahead and break it down. First and foremost, once again, very, very consistent footwork. Another interesting thing you guys will note, if you guys look at the feet, the right foot is actually going to hit down twice before the left foot hits. If you guys missed him, let me back it up one more time. He's going to jump off the right foot. The left foot does not touch the ground, and the right foot touches once again. All right, so that's a really, really nice set by Jones. It's something that guys practice, right? Is to kick off that right foot. Basically, the right foot would hit before the left foot. Just some technical parts, right? I know a lot of you guys probably don't care about that, but there's something to kind of note. It does help guys kind of get a little bit deeper in their drop. In this instance, the quarterback's in shotgun. It is a one-step draw, or it's a pump fake with the one step. So it is a long developing play, right? Because you got the pump fakes. It's not necessarily a deep drop by the quarterback. But again, nice job by the left tackle in this instance. He shuts down Highsmith, who's going to try to cross chop, right? He's trying to use the left hand to attack Broderick Jones's left hand. And the right hand is supposed to pin the backside, but it doesn't work. So Jones does a really, really nice job. Left guard, number 69, Kevin Dotson, once again. Really, really nice job. Shuts down that defensive tackle right over him. Uses that power, puts it right to that defensive tackle, shuts it down. And that's the type of stuff that I like to see right there, right? A really, really nice job. And then you got Kendrick Green, the backup center, as well as number 71, Nate Herbig, over at the center right guard position. They do a pretty nice job. They got the double team because they are sliding to that right side. Keeping the quarterback clean is always positive, in my opinion. So nice job. Quarterback delivers a touchdown throw. Let's go ahead and get into some more reps here, specifically, which is a goal line play here. And you got a duo concept up front. So the power blocking, a really nice concept. Again, I know it's not the all 22 angle or the end zone angle, but still we work with kind of what we get, right? And in this instance, you're going to get a double team by the left guard and the center on the defensive tackle there. You're going to get a double team by the right guard and right tackle on the defensive tackle that's kind of right over here off the screen. He'll come on the screen in just a second. And basically the point of those double team blocks is to process it up to the two linebackers, right? And everybody else is going to just simply block out. So there's the double team there, 73-61. Got the double team on that D tackle, the right guard, right tackle, double team on that D tackle. And the point is wherever the linebackers kind of flash, you basically read it off of that. And in this instance, they basically stick to their two guys because the linebackers are just too slow, at least for this play. And you only need a couple of yards. So an interesting concept, right? Do expect the Steelers to run this play. I think this is a very, plays run a lot in the NFL, right? Very, very typical concept, duo concept. You get the double teams right there on the D tackles, process it up to the linebacker. Really meant for short distance, right? 2, 3, 4, 5 yards. If you need it, these are the type of runs to kind of run, right? You don't really want to run inside or outside zones in the goal line, right? So a nice little job right there by the interior guys. Let's go ahead and get into the next rep here. Another interesting rep. Really nice job by the offensive line on this play. Now, if you guys watch Isaac Seumalo at left guard, beautiful. I mean, it does not get better than this right here. And this is part of why I love this pickup. Seumalo, in my opinion, was a very good guard for the Philadelphia Eagles. One of my favorite guards in the NFL. And it's because of plays like this. He's going to do a really, really nice job shutting down. I believe that's Cameron Hayward, but it could be the backup as well. It's hard to see if it's 97 or 92. But again, really nice job, right? To be able to handle that caliber of player. I'm pretty sure it's Hayward. You see the power, you see the physicality, you see the toughness, and you see the intelligence. You see the right hand right here grabbing onto the back of that pad. That's the type of stuff that I want to see from a guy like Seumalo, because those are the type of things you get taught when you're with Jeff Stoutland, arguably the best offensive line coach in the NFL, right? It's to kind of make contact, hook guys, kind of grab onto guys a certain type of way, right? You really see that right hand and really focus in on it right there. He has that left hand hooked off. Right, that's a veteran ass move right there. Look at that. To me, that's beautiful. And these are the little types of tips that a guy like Seumalo can give to Broderick Jones, right? As Broderick Jones kind of develops into his career as well, right? He'll get better because you got a guy like Seumalo who can kind of teach you these type of concepts, right? He can help someone learn a little bit more than what they may already not know or may know to kind of further that development, right? So just a really, really nice rep right there. You do see some pressure from up here. You see number 90 get some pressure on the quarterback, but quarterback still delivers the pass. So that's a really, really nice job right there. Let's go ahead and get to the final rep here. This one is going to be a 60-yard touchdown, 59 yards to be exact. But this one goes right here, and this is a really, really nice zone run. And let's break this down a little bit. First and foremost, I can't tell you guys who this tight end is. On the in line right to the left of the left tackle, it has to be one of the two, either Zach Gentry or Pat Freiermuth. But it's one of those guys, and it's the guy to the inside specifically that ends up double teaming with the left tackle, and you'll see it here in slow motion. There's the double team. The tight end's going to hit this defensive end. 65 is going to overtake. Let me just back this up one little frame here. You see the double team with the two guys right here on this defensive tackle. And even then, if you guys look at the tight end here, he has his eyes up to that next level already. He already knows he has to get up to that next guy. And you see Dan Moore here turn the hips, which is going to give that running back this natural lane right through there. At the same time, you see the tight end gets up to the linebacker number 50. And this play hits because of that tight end's block plus the left tackle. Of course, you can also see the tight end here who does a nice job, right? He just has an out block, so it's a little bit easier. So this is number 81 in Zach Gentry. So I'm assuming the other one's Pat Freiermuth. Not 100% sure, and I do apologize for that. Wish this was a little bit more clear, and we're able to kind of see which one of the tight ends this was here. But again, it's blocked really, really nicely, and these are the type of things I like to watch camp for. So to me, it's just a really, really nice job. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't the most informative video because of some of the clips and angles and the quality and those type of things. But we are going to be breaking down a lot of Steelers content this year, and we'll definitely be watching Broderick Jones as that first preseason game kind of approaches. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Make sure to smash that thumbs up button, and I will see you guys next time with another video.